viewers of Spiritual Encrypted Encounters, or should I say, good early morning. I'm your host, Apesius, uh, or night, I spelled it wrong here, night of the Lechuza Brujas. That's live feed for tonight. Let me see if I can correct this. There we go. For those who follow on Restream, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, and for those who follow my short reel TikToks under HCS895. Hope everybody's doing good tonight. How you doing, Lisa Foy? Let me share out this link out to the viewers of Spiritual Encrypted Encounters. There we are. We're all shared out, brothers and sisters. How's everybody doing tonight? I hope everybody's doing well. We got Brother Law Morgan in the house. I don't know who's gonna be up this late at night. How you doing, Sister Madeline Shab? I was trying to figure out how to upload that the music, sister. I just can't figure it out. Uh, but maybe I'll give it a shot tomorrow again. I kind of like the weather. This weather. I'm not sick or nothing like that, but got me a little bit in a daze, I guess. This evening, I was gonna start the live at 11. Finished watching the wrestling, but I didn't get. I don't think I got enough sleep during the day. Uh, that I fell back to sleep. So I woke up maybe like 30 minutes ago. So decided to do this live right now, this time frame. I mean, it is about uh, night of the Lechuza Brujas. Yeah. So I said, might as well just do a live right now to see who's up late at night. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to upload uh, the music, Sister Madeline. Can't figure it out. I don't know if you have to upload it through YouTube or you have to upload it through Restream, but I'll figure it out. So how's everybody doing this evening? I hope everybody's doing great. I know I'm gonna take up the shades. I mean, it's blocking me from this light here, but just in a little daze right now. This weather is, you know, makes everybody a little bit sleepy. Hate it for those that are working out there at nighttime, like Sister Madeline, pulling the security. You know, you got to work through all kinds of weather, whether it be raining, whether it be uh, snowing, cold. You still got to do your rounds. Yeah, I remember when I used to be in the military, we used to do all that. We used to pull guard. Uh, they'll send us pull guard when I was in Germany to ammo points where the military had their ammo, and we had to guard that area. We'll always be on patrol guarding the ammo points. The thing is that was a problem. As we were doing I was doing the night patrol, and the problem that we encountered. One thing about Germany, it has a lot of wild boars. Now here we call them javelinas. Uh, the wild boars in Germany, there are huge, brothers and sisters. I'm talking about some of the suckers are big as cows. I've seen them. There are some German old ladies that will raise them since they were small, and they will feed them by hand. But the ones that are wild out there, those suckers have huge tusks. So I was putting, I was doing my rounds around this ammo point. Then I seen a little javelina that ran into the ammo point, and I was like, man, what is this little pig doing in here? I said, what is this little pig doing in here? I'm looking at, and then I hear on the other side of the fence, I hear something real loud, like. "Rrr, rrr, rrr." So I'm looking, and I followed the little pig that went over there by the deuce and half, 2.5 ton. Uh, as it went by it, I hear it came through the fence. It broke through the fence. It was a big old giant boar with tusks. It was coming at me. So the only thing I did, was I jumped on top of the deuce. I stayed on the deuce, and there was like the little one with a bunch of other little ones, and the big one. They're running in a pack in a herd. They're running around the vehicle. Get it? A herd. So I mean, to me, they're wild boars, but spiritually, what runs in many, that is pig-like, uh, but they're wild boars, and they were huge. So I spent the rest of the night on top of the deuce and half. I did not try to go patrol or nothing. I stayed on top of that deuce. I've had like two encounters with wild boars out there. The other time that I had the encounter with a wild boar, we're playing op 4. We're on using the M60s. I was playing the enemy, right? And it was ice on the ground. It was like below zero. And I had to go handle some business because the MRE I ate, it upset my stomach. So I got off, and my platoon sergeant said, hey, don't go too far, man. There's things out here in the woods. I said, I'll be right back. I gotta go. So I dug a hole through the ice and make a hole in the dirt with my personal little shovel. We used to carry a little shovel with us, a green one, and I did a hole, and I was fixing to handle my business. As I was fixing to handle my business, I just heard. When I turned like this to look, I was squatting. I just seen some red eyes coming out of the woods coming after me, and I got up out of that position that I even forgot I had to go to use the restroom. Uh, I took like 2 3 steps forward because I wasn't that far away from the tank, and I literally jumped on the back deck. How I did it, I do not know because I guess when you see something that huge, it's just natural reaction. Your body reacts a certain way. I literally jumped on the back deck, even though there was ice on it. I landed on there, and I just seen the back of the wild boar pass right above the back of the M60. That's how huge the wild boar was. It was massive. Like I said, they have big tusks. The big ones, they have two big old tusks that they can attack with. Yes, sir. So when I took up care of business that time, 'cause I still had to go to the restroom. I held on to the bustle rack. Well, I don't think he got a bustle rack. I don't know how I did it. I can't remember how I had. I didn't go back down from the tank. I think I took business from the tank. I never got back on the ground. Yeah, that sucker was huge. Mind you, I was only 19 years old when that happened. You know, that's right, Ronan. I got caught. Literally got caught with my. Yeah, yeah. They'll come. They'll charge, man. They'll charge at you. They'll come in a like I said in a herd. All of them will charge you. This is one of the. That's when I was a young buck. I was just a private man. Uh, had a lot of crazy experiences in Germany, but that one was one that. Imagine just seeing red eyes. Yeah, the wild boar has red eyes in the dark. Not unless it was something else that charged me, but I could hear the sound that it was making. I seen the back of it pass. In the tank, the M60s are pretty tall. The back of it passed right over it. That's how huge it was. There's some that are as big as cows in Germany. Sister Brenda would know. So literally, me handling business got short. I got to hold it in a little bit longer. I'll drop a link here. Sister Brenda's been. She was born in Germany, so she should knows about these wild boars that are out there. Yeah, I used to go running on the trails, and there was people that had homes out there in the woods, and I seen this old lady with this big boar. I mean, huge boar in front of her, and she was feeding food out right off her hands, and the boar was eating it like if nothing. You know. Yeah. Okay, let me go over here. How you doing, Sister Brenda?
No, I'm doing good. How are you?
Alrighty. I kind of didn't get enough sleep during the day, so I watched me some wrestling. Then I want to go lay down for a little bit longer. And I said maybe I'll time it just right and wake up right at 11. Well, I wake up a little bit later than that, but that's okay. It's night of the Lechuza Brujas. That's when
Oh,
we
those
do
are
it around
fun.
this time frame, anyways. So
Yes, it is. It is going to be time. Tomorrow I'm going to have Dennis Carroll on my show, that demonologist that I know, and I think we're going to talk about uh, the occult folklore. So we'll probably talk a lot about New Orleans. I think they do a lot of that there, right? New Orleans has a lot of
voodoo.
voodoo. folklore, occult
They call
type
it
things.
different things. They say there's vampires over there and all this kind of stuff, but
Yeah,
there's werewolves. I mean, how many people do we know have, how should I say, mental disabilities, right? Things that make people think that they're that is, of course, uh, demons. When they infiltrate them, they speak to them, hear little voices in their head. Well, those are the demons. You have to type out and rebuke them in Jesus Christ's name.
yeah.
Um, People see Interview with a Vampire and they say, "Oh, there's vampires in New Orleans." I know one thing that's in New Orleans is voodoo practitioners, high priestess and all that kind of stuff,
we,
because
I know,
that originates there. A lot of that, which people do have experiences with zombies
yeah,
in New Orleans.
they do a lot of witchcraft and
That's
different
what it
stuff like
is.
that. So
A lot of brujeria, a lot of witchcraft. So when you're dabbling in the dark arts, you're opening up a lot of things. But I'm more sure. I mean, what time does the show start?
8,
In the morning,
no, 8 o'clock at night.
8 o'clock at night. I'm gonna have to check it out. I mean, there of people have said stories that these things exist there, but when there's black magic involved, right? The
Yeah,
dark arts, that opens up a lot of things to this. If you're entertaining that, then guess what's going to be there? Is that itself, things
yeah,
of the paranormal, in
yeah,
which they come in different shapes, forms, and manifestations.
yeah. Dennis is an author. He's written a few books. And last time he was on my show, he was working on one of his books. I don't know
Where
if
is he
he
from,
finished
sister?
it. Um, the mountains of the Appalachie in, I think it's South Carolina.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
yeah. I had some friends that live in the mountains up there in the Carolinas. He was with me in the military. His name was Richard Franklin. You know, I won't mess with him. I call him Dick Franklin. He'd get pissed off. He'd be like, "I'm gonna kick your ass." Like he had that accent. One time he brought me some. He said, "I'm gonna bring you some onions from the side of the mountain. They're called shrimps." And I was like, "Okay, and we're gonna do a cookout." He said, "There's some real strong onions." So everybody, they were
right.
little, and I cut them up, put it on the food. Man, I couldn't get that taste out of my mouth for a whole week. So my breath smelled like onion, like wild onion for a whole week. It was a strong smell.
Oh wow.
It's like,
I'll
eat
put
that over there where they come from.
I'll put the um
Hey, brother Andres.
Julie. I'll put the a link in the chat so that you can go over
What's
there.
happened?
And Julie asked what the name of my show was, so I
Oh
told her
yes,
I'll put the link in the chat. It's Beyond the Box, and there's a link for you,
beyond the box.
Julie. Yeah, and actually, that link is to one of my shows. A really good show. That was the one that Chad and I did about the giants and that part in the Bible when it talks about that we're living on a dead corpse. So
Yeah,
what you find out, you'll understand. So yeah, we
the
he dug
the
into that.
yeah, there was a lot of things involved in with the Nephilim. There was, I think,
Yep.
they started killing each other. That's what they, you know, the Heavenly Father had control of the scenario they was saying. But how I said the angels killed some of them,
Hmm.
but some of them started killing each other because they were
Yeah.
hungry.
They were showing stuff. Chad had found a whole. I mean, he dove into this thing, and
Hmm.
he found structures that look like the giants, a lot of them. And he said that if you look at caves, look at the outside of it, and it
Yeah,
it looks almost like women's legs and a
yeah,
birth canal. Caves look like a birth canal. And
yeah,
I mean,
and
we dove into that thing. It was crazy.
yeah.
Yeah. So we finally came up with a new name. for the TV channel that we're moving to, and it's going to be called. Um, Look, now I know what it is. Oh, Deep Dive Facts,
Deep.
because Deep Dive Facts is what we're going to call it when we go over to. Because I can't. I have to keep both. I have to keep the shows separated. So the one on TV has to have a different name. And right now, our very first show we're going to do over there is going to be on the Titanic and the Olympic. And Chad has found some really interesting stuff that I didn't even find. So I'm excited for that show over there. It's going to be a good one. But yeah, we did that one on the corpse and stuff, and he found so much. He loves Zen Ray. He comes in here in the chat sometimes. Zen Ray, that's Chad, and he's one of my co-hosts, and he loves to geek out and do research. He just loves it. And I mean, he goes through so many rabbit holes that isn't even funny. And he finds some really good stuff. And Sherry is coming with me over there too, and so does she. She's real good doing research, so I think it'll be fun.
Yeah, it's like and the Bible says, "Don't dig into the past because the past is the past."
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, because
you
it's
know,
buried. But there's people that want to know things what happened in the past.
yeah. And we're not going to get it out of our history. They lied to us.
But
But
but the
we
thing is that some of these things that are in the ground, they're actually cursed.
yeah.
You know,
Oh yeah.
they're
I
they're
mean,
the
don't dig them
they're
up.
yeah they're the demons. They're the fallen angel.
Right.
All that. So you dig up with that, and you got to remember one thing, that there's demons, because Nephilim, they're part demons because of their fathers, the Watchers. So they have the ability to do what, brothers and sisters?
Oh,
Possess,
yep.
possess a vessel. So that's why their spirits are here on Earth. They're roaming around. That's why I always capture them on camera where they're moving, and they look beastly. It's because they still roam in unclean spirit form.
Yep. And I think that a lot of them they did, like back in the Egyptian days when they buried their people. Do you know that they never put anybody in those
I
pyramids?
know brother Ryako.
Hi, Jesse.
Oh, that's him.
Because Jesse's in here now too. Yeah.
How you doing, cousin Jesse? What was your friend's name again?
Who?
The one that did the deep dive into the
Oh,
Nephilim.
Chad. And when he comes into the chat, you see him as Zenray.
Zenray. Okay.
Yeah, he likes to come over here and watch. But I think that back in the Egyptian days, because they didn't bury their kings and stuff in a pyramid, they buried them next to them. And I think that they cursed everything that they put in there. So when these people go out and they dig this stuff up and they get into this stuff, I think that they're handling cursed items. There's all kinds of reports of people that, like, when they found King Tut's tomb and they
Yeah.
went in there, they got sick, they died, they had,
Dying.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I
They
think
got
that they do,
like
they
plagues
curse
of
them.
back in the day, like the plagues of what was it of the Egypt, when they had all those
The big
bumps
black
in their
bugs,
face.
yeah, and those
Yeah,
big
they got the plagues of the curse
what do
of
they call
the
those? Charrots? They have those big black bugs. When they bite you, it eats your flesh.
yeah, cherubs,
Yeah,
or I mean
I think.
I don't know. They're black. They're like dung bugs, but
Mhm.
they're different. They're flesh eaters.
So I mean, people really, if you're unaware of that, I really think that they should handle. If you're gonna undig artifacts, I think that you should not touch it with your hands. You need to definitely pray before you go anywhere near it. You need to handle it with something else, and it should be encased in glass when you put it somewhere. You should never leave it in the open. You should never touch it with your hands. But some of them got sick just by trying to open up his coffin. So, I mean, I think there was. all kinds of weird stuff in there that they were getting hold of. But, witchcraft goes back to ancient days. I think that that's been around for a long time.
Oh yeah, this is the beginning.
Yeah. So, I
That's
mean,
what. So some people think, well, that's some kind of power, but yeah, it's the witchcraft and necromancy that was taught to mankind by the Watchers.
right.
That's who taught them was the Watchers. But before this world where the Watchers came and watched over mankind,
Yeah.
there was already things from the past that had gotten destroyed. There was a, I should have said, yeah, the world had to be cleansed. So in order for it to be cleansed, it had to get destroyed.
Yeah.
So I'm more sure that before this time frame of the Adam and Eve, before that, something had happened. It's like,
I think
and
they've I think they've done that, Abe, a few times. I
yeah,
think that they have reset everything quite a few times. Now they have to do it a little bit differently. You know, they set fires to a bunch of cities. They're trying to keep us under control. They don't want anybody anywhere near the Bible. Now, I know in the UK, there was a woman that was across the street from a abortion clinic. And she was just standing there like she was waiting on the bus. She wasn't saying anything out loud or nothing. And the police walked up to her and asked her if she was praying. And all she said to them was, "In my head, I do all the time." Do you know they arrested her because she was praying in her head? And that's so crazy.
yeah, it's gonna be spiritual warfare. Uh, you got to protect your vessel. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
You have to protect it spiritually because if you don't think these people that are coming up against us that they're not into the dark arts and they're not doing the witchcraft and necromancy, then you're deceived. There's our politicians doing that,
Yep.
people up in the working in the houses, and people in the presidency that are aligned
Yep.
through generational alignment, right?
And
Because
right
that's what
now, there's
those before them were practicing.
yes.
So it's spiritual warfare.
And somebody had said, and I don't remember what country it was in, but they were digging around, and I don't know if you heard about that, but they found a humongous statue, a very, very big, giant statue of a man with wings, like one of the angels, and they brought it up out of the ground.
Hmm.
And if that is a fallen angel that was turned to
Well,
stone,
I heard a story, Sister Brenda, of the location where we live in Central Texas. They found
yes,
the oldest native uh, burial ground that's older than anywhere around the world. That is the
oh wow,
oldest here in Salado. They discovered that it's older than all the other ones
yeah.
that have ever been found around the world.
I found one by
So,
accident off a dirt road in Waco, and there was not a whole lot of people buried there. I thought maybe it was a family plot, but the gate was open, so I went in there, and there were people in there buried from the 1700s, 1800s. Nothing new, and there wasn't a lot. It wasn't very big, but I stumbled across it by accident, and I was like, "Whoa!" And it was a pretty weird place. But there's something else going on right now, Abe, and I don't know if you could feel it, but the you know how you see things out of the side of your eye? My left eye, all night, I have been seeing things, not shadows. I have been seeing light things out of the corner of my eye. So I don't know if something's happening and our veil is getting thinner and thinner and thinner. But something's going on. And I haven't been at ease all day. I've been seeing this. So I sat down and I closed my eyes. I said a prayer. It's eased up, but it's like the corner of my eye, I have like this slit, this black slit that is there, and I don't know what it is, but I'm not seeing all the light things anymore going back and forth. So um, I just feel very how do I say? I'm not afraid. It doesn't scare me, but it's not a comfortable feeling. You know what I mean?
Well, y'all, I seen the moonlight tonight, and it looked like I should have said like it was glitched or something. Like you had no form. I don't know if y'all seen that tonight here in Texas. It looked like you had a filter over it. You couldn't
Yeah,
see you couldn't see it how it normally looks. I don't know if it's because of the weather outside, but it looked blurry. The moon literally looked blurry, like you had a filter
yeah,
over it. You could not see. It looked like a blur. The moon looked like a blur tonight here in Texas. I don't know if it's like that right now, but earlier I seen it. I'm like, man, what's the matter with the moon? It looked blurry.
yeah.
What do you think about that? You think it's something in the sky that's making it look blurry?
Well, I know last night we had the cold moon, and it was completely full. Tonight it's supposed to be missing just a sliver of it. Um,
Uh, we
but
we got a troll. I think it says any beautiful woman here.
no, Joe, we all look like gorillas, and we don't shave our legs or our armpits. So please go find another chat.
Are you dressed in a bunny suit, Joe? I don't know who this Joe guy is, but well, he's saying now that there are shadow bastards. Maybe he thought he was in the wrong site, like a OnlyFans site or something.
Oh, maybe. Sometimes people get lost.
He said awesome.
But yeah, so tonight's been kind of weird. Um, actually, most of the day I've been feeling like that, and I'm very, very tired. Like my energy is so drained. I just want to sit here. I don't even want to get up out of my chair and get in the bed. I just want to sit here. So it's just been one of those days. I'll get rest later on after a few hours, and then I'll probably sleep in the morning. But this morning, um, and this afternoon, my dog has been very restless, and he has just been
Yeah.
barking at things and anything. Um,
They can sense things. My
yeah,
rebel been acting strange. He's been like normally he don't go with me nowhere. For some reason, he jumped in the vehicle and he went with me. Like he's looking out for me. Like he knows something in the air.
yeah,
Um, he's been following me when I was going through things that I was telling you that I was going through things, but I couldn't say nothing to nobody. Yeah, there was a lot of activity. But sometimes it's about cleansing, right? Well, the Heavenly
yeah,
Father cleanses us all in His own kind of way. That we're going to see things that are unbelievable, but that they're happening real, spiritual real, because He works in His own mysterious ways, right?
yeah,
And I had to uh, follow suit of what's happening to me, and the only way that I would be healed is because it's through my faith and believe in Jesus Christ. That's the only way you can be healed, brothers and sisters. You got to have faith and believe in Jesus Christ.
yep.
You got to
And
have that faith in order for Him to enter your vessel to be able to heal you from whatever you're going through, or to possibly bless you.
yeah. And I don't, when I feel like this or I feel like strange, I don't really think a whole lot about it. And like I said, it doesn't scare me because it's usually some kind of shift that Mother Earth is doing, and it gets my energy. So I just ride with it, and stay calm. And usually by the next day or so, it'll pass as long as it's not a big shift. But so something is off on the world right now. Mother Earth is not a happy camper. So when she has her little birthing pains, sometimes even if they're small, people who have abilities and have you know, the ability to see and feel and hear, it affects them. So, I just usually don't think anything of it. If it goes on too long, then I'm like, well, maybe I need to make a doctor's appointment. Maybe something's wrong. But it usually straightens itself out. So we'll see what happens. I mean, it could just be that moon is going back down again to normal, and maybe the moon was strange last night.
Yeah,
So
yeah, strange, strange tonight too. I didn't
yeah,
see it last night, but I seen it tonight. I was like, whoa! It looked like
yeah,
the. It remind me of the moon from Evil Dead. You know how they use like a little filter or something to
yeah.
make it appear on the on the, the technology back in the day. It looked like a fake moon to me, but because you couldn't even see nothing, it was just like a blur.
Yeah.
I never seen the moon blurred like that before.
Yeah, and we don't get like a lot of smog and crap like that to make it that
Yeah,
way
it was like
out
literally
here.
blur, and I had to look at it twice, and it wasn't raining. There was no clouds, and the moon looked like it was blurred out, like erased. But
Yeah.
you can still see the color white, but blurred. And I
Jesse
was like,
said that
what's going on here?
Jesse, if you're in bed and you're watching on your phone or your tablet, please do not drop that on your face. Do you remember when I did that with my phone and gave myself a black eye? I did. I was sitting there watching. I don't even remember what show I was watching, but I was sitting there watching it and dropped my phone, and the corner of it hit right on my eye, just right, and it gave me a little black eye. And that was the last time I laid down with my phone above my face.
Wow.
But yeah, that was not fun. I mean, I've dropped it and hit my nose before, but boy, that time it really it got me in the eye. Hmm. Texas is here. Where you been? Jesse said no promises. Okay. But so sometimes I wonder if we have a great deal of witches that are out there just doing stuff to make things off in the world.
Well, yeah, they're what they practice off of Mother Nature itself. That's where there's a lot of activity in the woods and stuff like that, because that's where they do a lot of their practices in the woods and areas like that where they can do their, what do you call it,
Their little
their symbol on the ground, uh
their little
the star.
seances and
Well,
their
the star that they make.
yeah,
uh
with candles.
how many points is it where they stand?
One, two,
one
three,
one stands in
four,
each point.
5. It's 5 or 6. They do it.
So when they summon something, whatever they're summoning comes from the center of the points. Whatever they're summoning comes from inside the middle.
Right.
Whatever they
Yeah, and
conjure
they
up,
they
summon.
cross they cross them. The points they cross, they bring them down, and then they put a circle in the middle.
And
And
that's where it comes out at.
yeah,
The
and a candle.
whatever they're summoning, it comes from the center of that area. Yeah, they have, I think, candles on each corner of the points, and uh, you know
Yeah.
the practices they do. Sometimes they can even do it inside their homes. One of the colors, the favorite colors, purple. Uh, when they kneel down on their little on their knees to worship with the worship, the some of the it's like a little purple rug, and it's got the star in it, and
Yeah.
they get on their knees in the worship. Uh, yeah,
Yeah.
not that
It's great.
I just know because I've run into things.
Right.
Uh, I run into a lot of things actually when I was small. When my mother was people knew that I had spiritual abilities, and they will invite me to their homes with my mother. I would go with my mother, and they're like, I wonder. They're like, they wanted me to sense inside the homes and stuff like that, and I would always see what was in the homes, and I would tell them what I'm seeing and stuff like that. And I can't remember how many homes I entered, and I was able to identify the source of what was causing the chaos and havoc inside the house, because I have the ability to see spiritually. It's
Right.
a I had it's a spiritual gift that I've always had. But sometimes when you live in life, you try to live the normal life, right? Like everybody else is
Yes.
doing. Oh, I want to be in track. I want to be, uh, yeah, I want to be in track, and you join the track team. And but that's one thing about when you're trying to do things for yourself, trying to live a normal life, that you can't run away from your spiritual gifts, because
Right.
your spiritual gifts are there, and they will always be there, right?
Yeah.
So that's one thing that happened to me. I can never run away
Yep.
from my gifts,
I know
because
that
those gifts
feeling.
are there. So I've run into many things, man. Like, I'm talking about not just brujas, lechuzas. I've run into this dark shadow figures, this big ones that people want to call Bigfoots, which is not Bigfoots. I call them bulto negros, which is a bulto negro grandes, big dark shadows, massive.
Hey, hey.
And yeah, some of them have red eyes, and some of them have white eyes. But they come in many forms. I run into some that look like regular people, like you and me, but then they'll have a discrepancy on their manifestation. Uh, it's like they could have the look like a person, but then all of a sudden, maybe the hand would be like a hand of a chicken, or the leg would be a leg of a goat. Those are the descriptions that they had, and that's not even possible, right?
Yeah.
In the
Well,
human world, it's not possible. I mean, it's possible now through costumes and stuff like that, but I'm talking about back then in the '70s.
yeah.
There's no way that a person can have a body of a person and a hand of a chicken with a claw, or an owl, or a leg of a goat.
Right.
But in which it leads to demonic. There's some people that get pissed off, right? That I've seen that get pissed off. We gotta stop labeling things that they're demons. That they're just demons. Why would a person get pissed off? For example, if I place a picture and I say demonic, I'm saying it because I've been doing this for since I was 3 years old, so I know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to lie to other people.
Right.
There's other things in this world besides demons. Uh,
Well, sure there
demons
is,
are
but
demons are very decisive. They know how to trick people, deceive people.
yeah.
And
And
the same guy that's crying about this shit. Excuse my French. He believes in Bigfoot.
oh,
He believes in the Patterson film. The staged. Golly. Don't tag me in no Patterson film. Don't tag me in no Bigfoot. Bigfoot is real, because I don't believe it's real. The thing. But he wants people, the works that we're doing here in spiritual encrypted encounters. They don't want us to say that they're demonic. Why is that? What are they protecting,
I don't
or
know.
what do they want to protect? Is it them, or is it the attachments they have because of the belief factor? Why would they get so stressed out, so pissed off? Because I'm bringing the spiritual aspect into the cryptid community, into the
Right.
paranormal or spiritual. It's because they're hiding something, because they're partaking in something. They're infiltrators. That's why, right?
Yeah. I mean, there are things around us all the time. And here's the thing. when you have abilities to feel them or hear them or sense them, you can't ignore them because then they intensify it. They don't want, whether it's a demon or not, they don't want to be ignored. They want you to say, "Oh, well, look at this." They want to be recognized. I don't know if that's an ego problem that most demons have. Could be, you know, but you can't ignore them. I've tried all my life too, Abe. Trust me. I have tried. My first encounter with something that was spiritual was when I went to cross that street when I was in kindergarten, and that lady called me, and I turned around, didn't step off the curb. Well, my grandmother said, "Well, everybody does have a guardian angel that you have to pay attention to. Whether it's a voice in your head that says don't do that, or what have you." But there's just so much other stuff, and you have to be very, very careful because you are right. They sometimes demons will disguise themselves as children. Uh, if you have a group of people that say that they're going to go out and they're going to go um, hunting Bigfoot, well, these demons already know what they have in their mind. So what are they going to
Yep.
do? They're going to give them what they're looking for.
Yeah. What they want? They're
Yeah.
going to take a strong hold over them.
Yes.
When I was talking to you about the big dark shadow figure, well, I got proof of all this.
Oh yeah.
Let me get to this picture here. This is it right here. Uh, I don't know if I went into there, but I don't even know it'll show me there. But I just give you an example of what I'm talking about. Because some of these people, uh, they just want to stop you from doing the works that you do. There's people that are coming here into the chat, right? And I see
Mhm.
this. They're afraid. They make up excuses that, well, they can jump on here because they live in Canada and all this crap. But we had somebody from Canada here yesterday, so
Right.
I think that's all bull crap. So they jump in a chat, and they whatever I'm saying here, they want to contradict it, but they're too afraid to jump in the chat. So they make up excuses. What you can't. I'm just here to tell anybody that does this: you cannot cheat your way into the kingdom of heaven by taking only certain things out of context to your advantage, because the Heavenly Father knows what's in your heart. That's all I'm going to tell you.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like you try to make a point, and they always try to come up with something to try to make it seem that you're the bad one, but you're the one that's doing the good works. You're the one that's showing the evidence of the existence of what's out there. Just like the what I'm about to do right now with this photo. This is from a back. This is from this photo I'm going to share in a moment. It's from back home, but yeah, they come in, say certain little smart remarks, but they don't want to debate. They want to go look into things of the freaking past.
I mean, you know what?
I'm here in the
It.
present. I'm here in the present,
Yeah.
and I have the evidence that's happening. Things that are happening right now in the present. Wake up and smell the freaking coffee. They're looking into the past because they want to live in the past, but the present is present, and that's where a lot of the things that I'm capturing is from present time. So, what do you want to be more worried about? Was something that happened a long time ago, or something that's happening in present time and right now as we speak?
Right.
What's more dangerous?
And and I mean, look at the night that you and Jack went out there and what you captured in that footage that you had. Um, I mean, there was no denying that that was there. No denying it. When you see the face, and you guys didn't see them holding the candles
Well, I
because
seen the
and
candles. I was seeing some lights out there, Brenda. I seen them with my eyes.
oh, okay.
So I angled the camera. That's how I was able to capture it because I seen some lights out there in the woods. And
So
then
and
when
so
yeah,
what they were doing out there, like I said, you guys they were doing something, and you guys walked right up in the middle of it, not knowing, and they were everywhere. and you caught a lot of it on video, and you got good footage.
Yeah.
I mean, that was spectacular footage.
So yeah, it's just people that want to live in the past, man. Wake up and see what's happening in the present. Have that relationship with Jesus Christ. He will guide you. The past is a past for a reason.
Yeah,
We're in present times. You know, how many people do you know that live in the old scripture that are stuck in the past?
not a lot. I mean, I read some from the old scripture,
No,
but
but that
you
are
can't
literally
live.
stuck in the past,
Yeah, you can't live
but
like
they're not
this.
living. They're not seeing what's happening around spiritually here in the present because they're
I mean,
still in the past. Yes,
yeah,
that's a form of bondage.
yeah. I mean, it's always fun to say, boy, but I wish we were back in the '80s because things were so much easier back then. But you got things are moving forward so fast, and if you don't keep up with your faith and you don't keep up, you're gonna stumble and fall.
Yeah.
You know?
So I'm going to share this photo here. This is from. It's a satellite photo of where I used to live when I was growing up. You know, sometimes I don't go to where I haven't been to my where I grew up in a very long time. My dad doesn't live there no more. He lives in a what do you call it? In a home where there's nurses. What is it called? Like
Yeah,
a
a
retirement?
nursing home or
Or we call it a
retirement
retama, like
home.
a nursing home.
Yeah,
Well, I'm going to show an image of something that I want to go see. You know, just through a satellite. If I was going to capture anything, I captured something. And you know, when I tell you the story about that, I witnessed my grandfather get elevated by something that was big and black, dark shadow figure with red eyes.
yeah.
Well, I got the proof. Look,
Good, good night,
and
Jesse.
this is from a satellite image, and you're gonna see how big it is. It said that the Nephilim were how tall, Sister Brenda?
Anywhere between 10 and 40 feet, depending on whose bloodline they came from.
So here we go. Look at this.
Yeah,
I
and
used to
they're
live right here. This is my home where I grew up. Back here, around. See, there's a tree here. So there was this tree here. There's a tree right here that I believe is the blackberry tree. It's huge, this tree, whatever it is, but it's in the yard. Uh, so the chicken coop was in this area. It was pretty big. It was a cabin. This one, my grandfather got attacked by a big dark shadow figure.
yeah. I remember
But
you
look,
saying that.
but look at it right there.
Yeah, and it looks like it's just walking across, and there's nobody standing there that could cast that shadow.
Exactly, and the fence is here, and I was always finding the dead cat right here on this fence. Somebody would hang a cat from the back fence and right here in the corner. So what were they summoning? There it is. That's what they were summoning, right? To come and
Uh,
attack. So and it's still there to this day. You know when somebody summons something because they got a target for them to go and try to target. Well, there it is. It's still there.
yeah.
It's standing there in the corner. It's tall. How tall do you think that is, Sister Brenda?
Oh God, it is very very big. Um, maybe about 18, 20 feet, maybe. Well, there's a pole next to it too.
Yeah.
Man,
Oh, I'm just showing the viewers of what I captured on satellite. This is where I used to live. I believe this lady here, she had nothing but cats. So I'm thinking she was a bruja.
yeah,
Uh,
crazy, and a
a lot of
crazy
cat.
cat lady.
She had a lot of cats in her yard inside the home. And let me see if I can get it bigger right there. She she had a lot of cats, and she had a lot of fruits,
Hmm.
pomegranates, peaches, guayabas, uh, that you grew in her yard. So, you know, when I was a kid, I would see the peaches that were real swollen and juicy. It's like you could smell them.
Yeah.
And I was looking around, and I was gonna go try to sneak one day, right? And I'm looking around, there's nobody there, and then as I'm fixing to grab it, I just hear somebody say, uh, "You trying to grab one?" And it was her. She came out of nowhere. I don't even know where she came from. It's kind of like she just appeared out of nowhere, you know. And she was just looking at me. Her eyes, the way she looked at me, looked me a certain way. Then she grabbed it, pulled it off, and said, "You can have it." I said, "It just looks so delicious."
Yeah.
And then I felt bad that I tried to do that, so I went to go cut her grass. I would go cut her grass for free, help her out. It was an old lady, but I think she was. There was a lot of things, because she lived in this house, and if you can see, if she lived here, look, it's in her, kind of like in her yard also.
Yeah. I wonder if you do, because the satellite views, they change every so often. I wonder if you can catch that in a different place if you did another look through the satellite things. See if it might be more in her yard or more across the street or even over by where your house was.
Yeah, and I bring out the evidence, and there's people. There's a lot of people, man, that are infiltrating the paranormal,
Yeah,
and because that's the only thing they know how to do. They don't want to believe in Jesus Christ. They don't want to talk about spiritual warfare. What they want to do is try to say that you're bullshitting them. Try to say you're a hoaxer and all this crap. When you have evidence like this, they don't know what the hell they're talking about.
right.
That's all I can say. So their job as a hoaxer, or what they call themselves, they want to be a hoax debunker because they don't want people to believe in what you're saying. Their mission is to prove to be that you're kind of lying, but you can't lie when you have this kind of freaking evidence, man.
Right.
They're dumbasses. That's what like that's what I'm seeing speaking there.
Yeah.
What do they call it? Jackass troll nuts.
Yeah. You know, I kind of wonder sometimes with as often as people troll, before they came down on the internet, were these people just straight up bullies? I mean, they just found a different way to do it where they can't be seen. They just get behind a keyboard and, continue to just be an asshole.
This
Just
is
saying.
this is evidence from a freaking satellite. I
Yeah.
told you the story of what happened to my grandfather. I told you the story of the cats, and it's right there
Yep.
by the corner where I'll find the dead cat hanging with its ripped from the center with the guts hanging out. I will find those cat like either weekly or twice a week, sometimes 3 times a week in
Wow.
the corner.
They all belong to the lady that lived next door. You can
Yeah,
just pluck them.
they would but why would they be cut open down the center, Sister Brenda?
I don't know. But maybe that woman that lived next to you, maybe she was really a witch. And when she did that, it was to,
To
put some
protect.
kind of, I don't, could be protection.
Cousin Joseph said it was more of so when somebody does that is because they're sending something your way. And I think what they were sending is this right here.
Yeah, probably.
Or they were still in the essence, they said the cats have 7 lives. So
Yeah.
maybe by killing the cats, they were able to manifest this.
Yeah. She used that energy and the life
What
flight
I'll
of the
do,
cat.
I'll look into it again. See, I'll look into the history of both homes, and I'll see if I catch any other things. I'll do that later on.
Yeah, that would be interesting to see if that thing moves and ends up, in a you catch it in a different part of the property and stuff. That would be pretty interesting if it moved, comes up
Because
somewhere
I'm
else.
thinking that that could have been the thing that could have been banging on her home also too.
Yeah.
That
I
it
mean,
sounded like banging on the front door, like it was trying to cave. I mean, the whole house would vibrate when we would get hit, like like the whole house would shake.
well, I'm looking at the houses, and the size of that thing compared to the houses is huge.
And the house is not that big. You know, it's a small house. It was just a long house. Yeah, it's big.
Yeah.
Okay, let
I,
me stop sharing this for right now.
yeah. And you can see the arms and the legs of it, like it's walking. One leg is bent up, like it's taking steps. When that picture was snapped by the satellite. Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah, so these people that come and they say they're 2 cents. That's how I call it. They're 2 cents. It's because they don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
Right,
The only thing they know is what they study or what they're looking to, but they're not hands-on kind of guys that really like I've experienced something. Sister Brenda experienced things. They've never been in the situation, so for it to be smart, I call them smart asses. They want to say something. There's something to interrupt the show to contradict what you're saying. So they come in numbers as troll nut jacks into the chat, right? Try and disrupt the show.
right.
I dropped the link for them to jump on and let's talk. They don't want to jump on. What kind of crap is that?
Yeah. It's crazy. I mean, but
I have guests from Canada here, uh, two or three different guests from Canada, and they never had a problems. We got Joel Burgess that comes all the way from the UK that jumps on here.
the one guy from
Uh,
Aruba,
Guy
you
from
know,
Aruba,
yeah, he
but they want to
comes
make the
in.
excuse that they try to jump on here, but they can't get out of here.
Yeah.
But you'll be in the shed. If you'll be in the shed, then it means that you can jump on. You know,
Yeah, you were right, Abe. Those black bugs are called scarabs. Ronan looked. Yeah.
you want to have a debate. I'm not afraid. But is there a lot of these people that want to believe in? They believe in other things. Some of these people they believe in dragons. They believe in other things that we're not supposed to be believing it in because they're things of the past. But they
Yeah.
want to believe in that. You know.
I mean, they've been here, but in the past, way in the past. They're not here now. Well,
Some
they
say
may
there's
be in the ground, but
they say some say there's some of them in the ocean. You know, there's some that say they're like in hibernation or something, living in the ocean. So they go into the Google satellites and they'll find something that looks like the shape of a dragon or whatever. They're like, oh, here it is, but it's way out there somewhere else.
if there is anything out there, it's not hibernating. It's petrified. So I would say that it's dead if they find anything that's out there. Now, they would be what you consider DDNs because they don't have that body anymore. So it's their lost spirits or their dark spirits, or
Yeah,
So
let me see. I can find some more stuff for y'all. I got one. Look, I will have this dream, Sister Brenda, of this serpent that it said it was coming for me. It was a black serpent. It said it was coming for me, and I would rebuke it in my dreams. Type on rebuke in Jesus Christ's name, and it said it was coming for me. And for about 2 weeks, I had the dream. It showed itself to me once in the dream. So my guards were up, spiritual ready, because I knew that it's not going to be a serpent coming. It's going to be something demonic, something in spirit.
right. Right.
right? So I prepared myself for about 2 weeks and stuff. So I went out to the location and I could feel something around me. So I started praying and I was able to capture something. Uh, and I want to show this to you. Let me see if I can find the video.
Okay.
If I created a video, I'll be able to find it uh, if I can get to it. But it was dealing with a serpent, and how come it's not showing me my? Okay, I know what I gotta do. Here we go.
I thought I seen Buddha sneak in here.
Yeah, he was here.
Buddha, are you still here? Or did you run to the store again?
Yeah, you know what he's doing? He was running to the store, but it's okay. He's just enjoying the show.
Oh, yeah.
Let me see if I can find it. For some reason, Facebook is not letting. Let me get out of YouTube completely and jump on here again. He's not letting me go in to where I have my videos, my short reels, or anything like that.
Yeah, I've been having some problems with Facebook too. Like some of the reels will come up and they have no sound, and I have to refresh the whole page and all that stuff. So,
Yeah, I'm gonna find it right now. This video that I'm talking to you about. But go ahead, Sister Brenda. You can share something with the viewers while I find this video.
oh gosh, what to share? What to share?
What-
Uh,
we want to keep it with the Brujas.
yes.
So what do you think about when they were placing those dead cats? They were all black, uh, and you see, my brother says that the neighbor, the old lady, she would have cats on every tree,
Oh
on
wow.
every she would have them tied up to it. So, with this cats accidentally getting caught on the fence, but if they were cut in the center, it wasn't an accident. They were being placed there, right?
Yeah, they have to be if they're laying on the. There are some people like that live in the country that if they kill a possum, then put the dead possum on their fence. It keeps the other possums away. So, but if they're cats, and that woman had so many of them, and weird things happen because she's there, I would say she was doing some kind of witchcraft or something.
Okay, here
Uh,
we go. Yeah, yeah, that's what I think too. But you see, she had a son. She had a son, so I don't know if it was her or the son doing it because she was short. She was real short.
no,
She was like probably like 4'1", 4'2", very short woman.
well,
I don't
maybe
think
was he a mean kid? Her son?
her son was older. His name was Charlie, but he would walk, he would drag his leg. There was something wrong with him. Uh, so it was their only son. He had a big beard. He was always working in the agriculture in the fields, and he would always bring us stuff. He was not a bad person.
Oh,
Uh,
okay.
so I don't know. He was always he was one of the ones that would go and get the cats off the fence and throw them away or bury them. Get rid of them.
Hmm.
His name was
That's
Charlie.
that's weird.
And the only thing I would tell him is like, "Hey, one of your cats is on my fence," and the cat was with his guts out, like literally guts hanging out of it.
Yeah, that's
But
bad.
that's the only thing. I don't know why the cats would be cut down the center with the guts hanging out.
Mm. Yeah, and cats. You know what? I'm gonna tell you. We all know that cats see things that we don't. And in the Egyptian days, they worshiped cats because, to me, I used to sit with my cat. I watch her every once in a while, and she does the weirdest things, and I'm like, that 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 cat is an alien. That's what I call her. She's an alien because cats are just made different. They got the slitted eyes like the snake. They hiss like a snake. Um, but But they say that dogs are your physical protectors and cats are your spiritual uh, protectors. Like they see beyond the veil, so they'll protect you for anything that tries to come through. So I mean, I'm allergic to cats, but I've always owned a cat, at least one in my house all the time. But I keep them there because you don't get mice, you don't get bugs, you don't get they take care of all that. But they're just made different, and snakes and all of that. They take care of a lot of stuff. So,
But I do get the video that I wanted to share with you.
oh, did you find it?
Yes.
All
Let
right.
me share it real quick. You tell me what you see here, and I'll show y'all. Let me get it up here, make it bigger, so y'all can be able to see it.
Yeah, because I'm blind.
There we go. And I did. I'm showing you. It starts from the beginning, from how the actual footage is. So let me go to that, and I did a little work on this picture. Let me see. Starting from the beginning. There we go. I might have to take off my glasses. I'm not gonna put on my glasses in my little thing, so I can see this a little bit better. Okay, let's push play. Okay, you might. I'll stop it because I did some close-ups of it. I tried to erase the things, but I seen it in there. Uh, okay, here we go.
What is that?
There you go. This is what I'm trying to show. I took the wooded area, but you can see it right here.
Yeah,
It's huge, and it's looking at me. So I want to stop at a good picture. You tell me which one is a good one. Uh, because when I seen it, I'm like, man, it was right there looking at me. But I was spraying, of course, and it's pretty massive because
that,
you can see the body, like the body going like this, and there's a face. I was telling you, I was seeing like a big snake.
yeah.
So I'll stop it in the other ones, but yeah, there's several things there because it was saying it was coming for me.
It gets out there like Randy the Macho Man. Come at me. I dare you.
I think this one defines it pretty good.
Yeah, that one looks pretty good.
You see the body,
Yep.
and there's the. I just don't know what kind of snake that would be.
Well, with the span on it, because if you look down from the head, the span on it, that could be some kind of like a cobra type thing. Because it does look like it's got its head's. I can see like the head, but it looks like there's something that flares out from around it. So,
Yeah, but this is the body, or it looks like a body. Spirit
right.
form, DDN form. It could be something of old. Like from the
Yeah.
old text, the old books. Because I think in the native they said there's a giant snake that comes in and tries to come after the person, but the only way to overcome it if you enter it with no fear and pull its heart out or something like that. But yeah, I was just showing you.
Yeah.
it could be possibly more than one. It's because I see something else here, but this is what caught my attention was like a like a snake in the grass,
Yeah.
but it's a snake in the trees.
A snake in the tree. Hey, snakes get up in trees now. That they do.
In the spiritual aspect of it, you have to be spiritual ready at all times, brothers and sisters.
Yes, there are things around us all the time.
So I took out the trees to focus on this, and look at it right there. He was blending in within Mother Nature.
Yeah, that's what they like to do. They blend in. I think that they can change their colors sometimes too, to where if something
Yeah.
looks a little different, they change a little bit of their color, like a chameleon.
Like a
So they,
chameleon.
yeah, so they can blend in more.
All right, let me take that out. I don't want to hurt strain nobody's eyes.
Let's say mine are already there.
But this is more of a spiritual thing. That's what I was. It's not something that was there physically, but it was there spiritually. They
Right.
manifest.
And that is definitely what they like to do. I don't know. There is so much going on spiritually in this world right now that it is. I don't even know how half people keep up. Everything is just going so cockeyed. Uh, you know, I mean, maybe the old guard has to fall so new can come in, but in the meantime, there's all of us that are sitting in the middle going, oh man, what is going on?
There's somebody here that's got the name of Night Drive Wash Baywatch. He's talking about Leviathan.
Baywatch. I did not like that show, Baywatch. I just, I could, I didn't care for it.
The other thing I like out of Baywatch was Pamela Anderson.
Yeah, she wasn't there. That's right. I forgot all about her. And what
It
was
was
that?
actually the females that made the show.
Yeah, what was the guy's name that was in? Was it Patrick Duffy?
No,
Maybe. What was his name?
David Hasselhoff
Oh, that's right. That's right. I don't know what I was thinking. But yeah,
from Knight
that's him.
Rider.
Yep, that's him. That'll be him.
What people didn't know about him is that David Hasselhoff was actually a singer in Germany, very popular singer.
Was he? That I
Yeah,
didn't know.
very popular in Germany.
Hmm.
He had number one hits in Germany.
A lot of our entertainers used to do that. Like Michael Jackson loved being in the Asian communities and Japan and all that. I mean, they really went crazy for him over there. So they like to do that. They like to go to other countries and perform and helps them get a big boost in their careers. I'm guessing. Oh,
Oh yeah, man, he was popular in Germany, man. That's a lot of his fame. Yeah, he had Knight Rider and then Baywatch, but his fame really came because he was a singer.
he did that
He
when he
was
was
he
younger.
was sing and dance.
Oh wow. Was he younger? That was before that
E-
he did
e-
any of the
Even when he
shows.
was doing the shows, he was
Oh
singing.
wow. I didn't know. I didn't know that man could sing and dance. Hmm.
Yeah. Uh, David Soul was a singer also.
Yes, I that I knew.
Yeah, but David Hasselhoff is the Germans love him. He's like a legend over there, man, because he could sing, he could do everything.
Wow.
I don't know whatever is still alive. I think he's still alive.
I think so. I hadn't heard anything about him for a while.
He had made a he had made a. Let me see. Let me show you. Let me see if I can find the video. No, but I don't want to get copyright violations.
Oh,
Uh, if you look up you, let me see if I can find the name of the video, so you can check it out after the show where he's actually singing. He made it like a couple of years ago, I think.
hmm. Yeah, I really didn't know he could sing. I don't picture him as a singer. I picture maybe he could dance and he could act, but I never would have pictured him as a singer.
He made this song called "True Survivor" 7 years ago, and he's got a lot of other songs. It originally started, I think, 10 years ago, but it was, it was a soundtrack for a movie. But
Uh,
yeah, he sings all the time.
Cheddar Lake said he was a Christian rock star over there,
Yeah,
and says was an amazing musician. Huh, interesting. Guess I
I
never
mean,
thought about looking into him about anything, but
let's look at some of his songs names. That one's called "True Survivor." Look, let me see.
hush.
Yeah, yeah, you just gotta look him up. There's one that he's got that from 13 years ago named "Du."
Huh.
Yeah, he's got all kinds of songs there. But he's been singing.
I wonder if he's living there.
It says David Hasselhoff's greatest hits: "Do the Limbo Dance," "A Real Good Feeling," "Crazy for You." Yeah, he's got like 40 something songs.
Wow. Hmm. You don't hear much about him anymore in anything. I don't think I've seen him act in anything for a very long time. I wonder if he just packed up and moved to Germany seeing they liked him so much.
Well, that's where he's from originally, sister.
Oh, okay.
You didn't know he was German?
Well, I figured with the last name, but I didn't know if he was,
Hasselhoff.
born and raised here. His family brought him here when he was young or what. Hmm, interesting. I learned something. You know what? You learn something new every day, even at my age.
Yeah. So
I
let's
really
go get to the beef or the meat and the potatoes here.
meat
Uh,
and
what was I
potatoes.
going to show? I was going to show you something. I mean, because we're talking about the. I got a question for your sister Brenda. What do you think that these people that come and troll don't want us to show the people the truth, or show the people the evidence?
Because it'll probably make them look stupid because they do dumb videos like, making his sister go out into the woods and whoop like Bigfoot. And if you show those things, then it makes him more unbelievable. But like I said, everybody has their own unique experiences.
Yeah,
So, but I think he's so full of crap it ain't even funny. I mean, he wouldn't know a Bigfoot if it walked up and slapped him in the back of the head. so, let's try that one. He would be calling for his mommy help, mommy, no, mommy,
so you think
no.
he's a mama's boy?
In more than one way, I do think so.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I think so. It's yeah,
So he's into mommy.
yeah, a lot.
Golly. What's the name of that movie with Burt Reynolds from back in the day? Squid like a big boy.
Oh God, what was the name of that show? Oh my God. Cheddar said he made
They're
no,
like,
mommy, no into a ringtone. Oh, God. Don't tell the people that have your number that. They might call you 20 million times just to, you know, just make you hear that.
I want to show y'all something here. This is the one a picture that my nephew took. Let me see if I can make it bigger so y'all be able to see it. When we want to go investigate, we want to go investigate the day after I had my encounter out there. Let me make it bigger so y'all can see it. Bear with me.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. This is Friday night. I forgot what night it was. Everybody in the chat, y'all make sure you hit that like button.
Yeah, I decided to just do a late night since it's Bruja night. This is a time frame that was the practice, between 2 and whatever, 3,
Yeah.
4.
Well, I need to start putting warm stuff on and going out on my deck at night and sitting out there in the peace with no bugs. I hate the summertime because if it's not mosquitoes, then we got June bugs. I was sitting out there one day and the June bugs must be blind. It comes flying across and just smacked me right in the head. And then they stick to your hair. It's like, ah. So, because I like sitting outside at night because if I do it early enough, the moon is right where I can see it before it goes over. So, before it moves. And I have like those, they're not candles, they're actually, oh shoot, the sun charges them. And they're all around my fence on the inside, so it looks pretty neat out there. Of course, the day that Temple had that tornado, it came by here first and took my $500 tent with it. Just left me the frame. It tore it up.
Oh yeah, I remember that day. It passed
Yeah,
through here, passed well on the other side of Temple, but it did a lot of damage.
yeah.
But I
And
had the whole roof replaced.
yeah. Um, my caregiver left to go grab food. I think we were just going to go through drive through that night, and he left to go get food. And I went out in the back, and I had my dog out there, and I'm sitting there, and I look, and I see this big dark thing heading our way, and I'm like calling him. I no sooner got in the house, got into the living room, and the tornado warnings were going off, and I was like, "Oh, that's just lovely." Here I am, all by myself, no way
They
to
said
get.
the name of the movie was Deliverance.
Yes,
All right, here we go. Let me send the photo. I'm thinking this might be like a shapeshifter skinwalker. I'm not sure, but y'all be the judge. This is from my nephew that was with me the day after I had the encounter with the six. He's the one that was taking the pictures. I was just sensing and searching to see if I could find a purse or a wallet where the woman was screaming for help, lipstick or something.
oh, somebody's doing a stupid move. Somebody just moved my door handle outside.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's okay. I have my hands full of a full 40 cal. Go
We
ahead.
try to rebuke any unclean spirits trying to enter this life feed at this time. You're not allowed to go. Uh, you're not allowed to go mess with Sister Brenda. We tie and rebuke in Jesus Christ's name. Sometimes the enemy that's all at work though. If there's somebody who has a spiritual opening to try to use to come up against us from what we're talking about here. It's
Yeah,
happened to
well,
me all the time.
and with me, it's hard to tell because I live in the ghetto. And people around here aren't very smart.
So here
The
we
other,
go. Let me get to the picture. Mind you, this is from my nephew. This is from Elms Grove. He called it something. He called it the Slender Man, but I'm thinking it's a shapeshifter skinwalker.
Yeah.
This is never. I've never showed this here before, ever.
Oh,
My nephew was still in high school when he took this picture, so he sent it to me. He had it on his phone. He sent it to me. He tells his people that he was in the army. Also, my nephew is a veteran. Also, uh, he was an infantry, so he always carried the picture with him. So here we go. Let me share it with y'all. Y'all be the judge of what this is.
okay.
So I'll make it bigger here with this one. Let me put it. No, well, I'll give it its. I'm trying to make it big so everybody can see it. Maybe this one. No,
I see the face right off the bat.
then there's a going right there, right? What do y'all think about that one?
I think that that is something really big in the tree. Is it in the tree or standing behind it?
Behind it, behind
Oh,
it, and behind it, maybe like I would say 8 feet away from that is the creek.
oh, wow.
So what do you think? You got your magnifying glass.
Yeah, I don't even need it. I can actually see its face, its body, just by looking at it.
So my nephew, he's the one that captured this image here.
It's a good shot.
He had sent me the. He was. It was the day that we went to see if, like the woman that was yelling for help. After I had my encounter in the woods. If there was like a purse, lipstick, an ID, or something that was a woman, some kind of evidence that there was some kind of the woman was yelling in there. That's not the only thing I captured. I captured something else besides this. I'm thinking it's just a hotspot from native Indian burial ground. That's what I think. What does that look like to you,
Yeah,
sister?
that could be a shapeshifter. That could be a skinwalker. If it was around by where the Indian burial grounds were.
Yeah. Cedar says, looks like my ex wife. In other words, definitely something not physical.
That was good. Yeah. Look at that face. It's trying to blend in there. I think it was shifting while it was trying to hide.
I think it's a shapeshifter, a skinwalker that lives in that area. Okay, these things that can talk to you, right? They can make
Mm-hmm.
contact with you spiritually.
Yep.
They'll jump into your head and show you an image of where they want you to meet. They want you to go to, right? That's
Yeah.
sometimes when they show me an image, it's like they're telling me that they want me to go out there. So that's when I go do my investigation sometime. But there's times when they show me. There was one, right, that told me that he was pissed off at me,
Oh,
and
why?
I was like, he wanted me to. As a matter of fact, on the blood moon, Sister Brenda,
Mm.
he wanted me to go meet him by a certain location in the woods because he had beef with me. He said that the reason he had beef with me is because I urinated where he slept.
Oh, well.
So he had beef with me because it said he urinated where he slept. But uh, what he fails to recall is it pissed on my doors of my home and my vehicle and all around
Right.
my property.
Turnabout's fair play.
So, you know, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. So what did I do the following day? When my mobile home door was urinated, the sliding door was urinated, my car was urinated. It was a strong stench, right? I said, okay. I went into the woods and I was urinating all over the place. I drank me
Yeah.
like two gallons of water,
You're
and
like, I got you.
I was pissing all over up in them woods. I was like mad, like, so you want to urinate? And I went into the woods and I was urinating everywhere, leaving a leaving my marking my territory, right?
Right?
And so this thing, it said that it was mad with me because I urinated where I slept. I said, hey, but urinated where I slept first.
Right?
And he said, if I see you, I'm gonna shred you up. Blah blah blah. I was like, man, get out of here. I type in rebuke in Jesus Christ's name. They don't like it, right? Sounds
Yep.
familiar.
Yep. They don't like it.
They don't like it. Sounds like some people that we know from the that attack us here.
That's right.
They attack my mother. They attack my beautiful wife. But then when it's done back to them, they don't like it.
Nope.
If you don't want nothing to happen that way, well, you shouldn't have messed with me in the first place. Just like that shapeshifter skinwalker, it shouldn't have come to my home, pissed them off, and he just didn't do that, Sister Brenda. I moved from Temple, moved from Killeen to Temple,
Right.
and I moved to a apartment complex on the second floor. Guess what?
It still happened?
It followed me.
Oh, wow.
Guess what? And that's like 30 something miles, right?
Yeah.
I, I caught somebody, somebody uh, on my door. They banged on the door. And when I looked, I seen something move real fast down my stairs. When I opened my freaking door, was piss on in front of my door, and it was the same stench as Elms Grove.
Oh, great.
So I went down to my vehicle. Guess what? There was piss on my vehicle too.
Oh, wow.
So for the Chief Future Skinwalker that did that, you know, uh,
It had your scent, all right. It was like, I know where you're at.
yeah, don't be coming pissing around my home again, because I'll go into your territory and do the same thing again. Where you sleep, I know where you sleep.
Ronan says it was in a little pissy mood.
Like my friend used to say from Germany, it's better being pissed off and pissed on.
That's right.
Yeah, what would you do if you're already fighting spiritually against these things, right? All of a sudden it comes and just pisses all over your by your doors and on freaking spots all
Eh,
around, and you think is well maybe it's deer, but deer's not going to come piss on your freaking door.
it's not going to climb up the stairs either.
Exactly. Then you go to your vehicle and there's this nasty ass stench.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. So what I do is all right. I got y'all's asses. I went
Right.
to their territory. So you want to smell piss? Well, smell my piss. I pissed all over every tree, everywhere in that area. They didn't like that. The thing that I seen was, when we talk about werewolves, lycanthrope or Scherzer skinwalker were always beastly. I think I have a picture of it. I don't know if I want to share it because I know where it's at. The location where it told me it's at is huge, way bigger than me. Just put it that way. But I'm not afraid of it because I know it's a spirit,
Right.
and I can type on and read it in the name of Jesus Christ. No fear, brothers and sisters.
That's right.
Let me take out this image right here. But yeah, he wanted me to meet him out there during the blood moon. What do you think about that, sister?
A no.
I didn't go
Yeah,
on the blood moon
that might have been bad for you because
because it's when the moon, the earth, and what is it, the sun are lined up, and there is unclean energy that's being sent to earth. So that will mean that unseen spirit, whatever it is, will have more power
mm, yeah,
by the alignment.
Yep, and probably would have drained you of all your energy. That wouldn't have done you any good.
I'll see if I can find a picture, but I have a picture. Let me see if I can find it. I really don't share it that much. Maybe I have it on a video here. Maybe you'll be able to see it in the location where it's at. Let me get out of here. I think I got an image of this thing, but what Sister Brenda is talking about is this things here that we capture out there. That this video here that is submitted as evidence. And those people that get pissed off, man, when I keep on posting evidence. I
Well, and
have
I think
pictures.
they're mad because they want to be cool like everybody else, and they want to see things, but they're going about things the wrong way because with their attitudes and the way they are and how nasty they are to people, they're not going to be opening up their abilities at all because they're just wrong.
Here's an example of
Oh
what
yeah,
me and my brother captured out there.
there, look at
We're
that
being
floating by.
we're being flanked by both directions.
Yep.
Look at that.
Yeah, and there was no wind
There,
out there, nobody was moving, it just went around you.
there was the evidence that I was submitting to the cryptid and paranormal community that these things are not of the flesh, that they're an unclean spirit. You see, it looks dark, like a
Yeah.
dark mass. It's a dark spirit, an unclean spirit.
You got your witchy woman up there too, the old hag.
Yeah, I gotta get her. Let me go get her. Some of the other evidence that we captured there.
Yeah.
To
And
see is
you can
Bruja
see
Friday.
it. You can see the dark go by. Mm-mm-mm. That was a bad night for Jack because they were draining him. He said he didn't turn back. He for some reason he just wanted to keep going. Telling you,
Yeah.
she was trying to lure him in there.
Which one do you want me to show up, or the full body version,
The face.
or the?
Well, you usually show the full body first so they could see the body standing there, and then you show the close up of the face. She's freaky. She is definitely an old hag. And I seen a picture the other day of that nun on The Conjuring, and yeah, she looks a lot like that nun on The Conjuring. Her face.
Yeah, I have another one here. But this one of them here. Here's the other one. Here's a different one from the other side because they were flanking us from both sides.
Yeah,
Y'all can see that. Look at the faces, Sister Brenda, on it.
yeah. We were looking at those last time. I think we said there was quite a few faces in there.
And it's so slow motion. Look at all the faces they're showing themselves right there to me.
They're like,
What what, co-
"Woo!"
what comes in many?
Yeah, bad juju, Satan, and all his minions.
Look at the faces, the beastly faces there. That one was there. That one was right by my bro. Look at all those faces.
Yeah,
It's
they
crazy.
definitely wanted energy. Like I said, I think they were out there doing something, whatever it is that, little witches do when they're all together and they've got all their familiars with them. And they're out there collecting their energy from the elements. And then here you two walk up in the middle of it and they're like, oh, hey, look at this. We can really show off now.
Yeah, here's another one that's a little bit longer, slower. Let me play it so you can try to see it. Hopefully, you'll be able to see them better. There they are. See that one open his mouth?
Yeah, look at that. Hey, maybe that was the witch lady going by to go,
Could have
you know,
been.
go get her little form that you ended up getting.
Look how many there were there, Sister Brenda. A lot.
Yep,
Look,
they were all around you guys.
Dirty Ike. If you're seeing this how you do an investigation. You have to go
Yeah,
boots on the ground in the woods to be able to catch the things that are out there, man. Real boots on the ground.
yeah. And the woman that you guys caught her face, the one that our old hag, that's not your sister, mother, daughter out there. That is actually something that manifested out there. Weirdos.
Yeah, let me find her the video. Which one do you want to see? The full body operation?
You can do the full one, but the face is really clear. I think you got a couple of people in here that haven't seen that yet, like uh the night driving watchers. I
Yeah,
know. I
I'll send it. So I don't mind if people want to target me, but how can you target somebody with proof and evidence?
right.
Ridiculous. So that's how I defend myself with evidence, right?
Yep.
Can I send them? Let me. I'm just waiting to receive them. I think I sent them to me. Oh, I think I sent it to my story on Facebook.
Oh, hopefully you didn't send it to some friend of yours on there.
All right, here we go. Here's Sister Brenda's favorite one. You want to see her?
Yeah.
What do we call her, Sister Brenda? This witch.
Let's
Okay, here we
see.
go.
I think it was the what do we call her? Thursday hag, or we called her because it was an open mic night when you showed it.
Trying to find her full body operation. There it is. That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, you're still playing the other one. Did you bring the new ones up?
I'm still playing the other one.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
shoot.
that's still rolling.
Okay, let
We
me
haven't
take
we
that.
haven't seen the Haggy Maggie yet.
Okay, here we go. You're ready for it? If you're ready for it, give me a thumbs up or give me a at least hit the like button.
Yeah. Now, Night Drive. Watch these that he's going to bring up.
Here we go, Night Watch.
Now, there's her body holding the candle.
Let me make it bigger. You see it there?
Yep.
That's a full body operation right there. And we're gonna get to her face in a moment because I got a close up of the face. This is in the woods. Me and my brother were in there blackout mode. My brother didn't want me to go in there by myself. But then he said, I don't think I'm going to do another night investigation anytime soon. No, he'll go out there with me. But yeah, he says, we know what's out there, bro,
Yeah.
because we capture it during the day, but we capture it at night too. This is real boots on the ground. Not like certain people that drive around in their vehicle, stay in the vehicle, around the vehicle. We really have to go into the environment to be able to capture the things that are out there. It's kind of like like she knew that I was gonna. How did I capture her there? Uh, because I heard movement and I sensed her. So I angled my camera. I had my flashlight right by my camera,
Yeah.
by my phone. I had it like this. I'll show y'all. I think I had the flashlight here, somewhere here. But basically, I had the flashlight like this, right by the camera, as I
Yeah.
was moving it around. Don't want to say too much because then somebody's going to be trying to copy my technique.
That's right. Develop your own technique.
Of
Yeah.
course, you really have to use your spiritual senses, the spiritual gift discernment. You know, you really want to be an effective player, man. You got to place your faith in Jesus Christ and have that love, having love foundation. So let's go to the face. That's like a 2 second, which is doing a little movement. Okay, let me go. What we got here? Okay,
There you go. Look at her face. You see her eyes, her nose, her cheeks.
you see how she looks like
She looks
she
like the
got an
nun.
eye.
Yeah, she does. She looks like the nun from The Conjuring.
Yeah, I'm thinking that this witch here is like a succubus. It could be a succubus. You know, she's like maybe she was feeding off the light is actually a spirit of somebody that is feeding off of. I don't know, an orb. But
Yeah.
yeah, it looks like she said it looks like a candle. Let's see what the viewers think about this. Let me see if I got any other pictures of her. Let me see this close up here. I think I had made one where it's lower, the speed is lower. There we go.
Yeah. She was definitely up to something. I think that was the mother of all things bad.
I think
Wow.
I've captured a lot of good evidence here.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, you know, just people target me because I have the evidence, I have the proof. You know, I've been doing spiritual work since I was 3 years old, so I can track down anything spiritually. I have those capabilities. So the my mother would take me to people's homes that had unclean spirits. They said, "See if you can sense it in here, and I will find it. If there was something in their spirit, the spirit, I will find it." Sometimes they will call me because there was my godmother that she had lost her wedding band and she was crying for about 2 weeks. I mean, her wedding band, her husband was in a World War I vet. She was crying and crying, and I was like, why are you crying, godmother?" And she's like, "Because I lost my ring, and she'd been married to her husband for many years." And it touched my heart. I said, "I'll help you find it, grandma. I mean, I'm a godmother." And she's like, "You're not gonna find it. It's too late. I lost it." And I followed my spiritual senses, and I got to this area, and I felt something, and I reached down into the grass, and I found a ring.
Oh wow.
I gave it her. She was all happy and all that. You know, I'm able to find things. That's why people will call me to go to the homes to see what I would see. So I knew when a house was infested with ugly spirits. When I was a kid, I got invited by this girl named Sally. She was my friend to go play with her. So I went to her house to go play with her, and when I went to her house, She invited me to go inside the house. As soon as I entered the home, oh my God, there was unclean spirits in there up the nanny, man. Like so many of them. There were, I think they might have been into something, some witchcraft. They were doing witchcraft or something in that nature because I could see it in the people in the homes, and I had to get out of the house.
Right.
And I stayed, and I told her I gotta go, I gotta home. It's kind of like when she entered inside her home, she was like a whole different person. Like it entered her. So I left. I said, hey, well, I'll see you tomorrow in school, and I took off.
Wow. You're coming up on the two hour mark there. Has it been that long already? It hasn't been 2 hours. Huh. Interesting. I feel like time is speeding up. I don't know
Somebody
where
said,
where it goes.
somebody, and they said, like, said, did you see that? Did you see that? Did you see that? Did you see that?
I think
See
you
that?
mocking corn on the cob. Shh. Do you hear it?
Man, I understand. Well, look, Corner Cub, how about this? I'll do you a favor. Maybe we can call a little bit of without the bullshit, okay? Without the bullshit. I know there's a video that I seen something, but I'm not gonna tell you. But how about you go to a location, go into the woods, and just look around, without you making no money, no mommy noises, or having your sister out there. Go do something and send me the footage, and I'll debunk it for you. Because I did see something in one of your videos, but I'm thinking what I was seeing, since you look like freaking you look like how should I say it, like a Christmas tree out there, because you had all the lights, the headlights from your vehicle on, you had the light on your forehead, and the light, the other flashlight in your hand. You had all kinds of lights. That gives your position away. Try to
Yeah.
go in the woods. Try to go in the woods without just one flashlight beside you, and try to see what you can sense, and just do a video. It doesn't have to be too long. I had Brother Joel Burgess send me a video, and I was able to capture the picture of the bruja in there.
Yeah. That was a good one too. I like the way she was just like standing straight, like she was trying to blend in with what was there.
And you want to see if y'all want to see Brother Joel's. I mean, this one's you actually it's moving, right?
Yeah.
Do y'all want to see Brother Joel's Burgess Bruja from the UK?
Yeah. The dog gave her away. She was
I wonder if
standing
they
there
want
like,
to.
don't see me.
If they want to. Let me see. If I can find her, Sister Brenda, the UK witch.
Yeah.
Let me look into my archives here and see if I can find Joel Burgess UK witch. Somebody said it looks like a nun to me.
Yeah.
But
It
what else?
does.
What else wears black, Sister Brenda? Brujas,
Yep.
dark witches.
They
Y'all
do.
didn't know that the dark witches that wear black,
Yeah.
no difference than a nun that wears black. What is that telling you?
Right.
Is that telling you that there's some affiliation there?
Yeah.
What do
I
they
I
call
I always
witches? Witches call themselves witches and sirens. They call themselves sisters.
yep.
And what does a nunhood call themselves?
Sisters. You know,
Sisterhood.
I always think about
So,
like,
or the nuns, the the Lechuzas Brujas,
yeah,
and the sirens or sirenas affiliated with each other, since they all call themselves sisterhood.
yeah.
Makes you
I
wonder, right?
I always sit and think about when they have like the cathedrals, um, and they've got the priest walking in, like especially at the Vatican, and if you look at the things he's wearing across around his neck, they're upside down crosses, and I never did understand that.
Because that's what they're affiliated with, is Sister Brenda.
But yeah, that's true.
I mean, spiritual works, but I think they're affiliated.
Yeah,
The Catholic Church was built to the Catholic Church was built so all people of all beliefs come in and join. That's how they built it. So all people that are believing in other things can come in and worship what they worship also. That's why they have the idolism, of the statues,
yeah,
like the pagans, because they were affiliated with the pagans, the Catholics back in the day, right?
yeah. And Julie brings up a good point because I went to a Catholic school too, and she's correct. She said that she went to a Catholic school, and the nuns were abusive
Oh yeah.
to the kids. Yeah, they were.
So I'm gonna share with y'all Brother Burgess, Bruja from over there. Oh man, the hell, she came out not as big as I wanted her to come out. Let me see. I got.
Oh, you had her a good size last time.
Yeah, let me see if I can find her through the archives here.
Oh yeah, Julie. Trust me. I'm sorry you had to go too. But my
Well,
grandmother was German. So you know, back in the day, they used to go to Catholic church. So I kind of, when I was younger, my family was Catholic. When I got old enough to make my own decisions, I was like, well, I gotta get out of here. These people are nuts.
I'm looking for. Well, here's for meanwhile. Well, let me share this one here, and then here's another one. This is one of my first captures of Elm's Grove of possible bruja. Here we go. Let me share it with y'all.
Ooh, I remember her.
I always hear somebody laughing out of those wood at nighttime, like a female, but then sometimes I hear a male laughing also.
Well, we all know that, witches are never alone. They can't gather enough strength by
I think that one
themselves.
looks like he's got a dragon there somewhere. Well, I know he's got a cat in his looks like a cat on the laps.
Yeah.
Yeah, there would be the if you look at the antics of the Catholic Church, fear, fear mongering, the how they hit you with a ruler, or the discipline. They want to scare you. That's not
Right.
of God.
And they did when you, because when I was younger, I was left handed. And Julie said they used to beat her just for being left-handed. And yeah, they used to say that if you were left-handed, that it was part of Satan. It was evil. And so yeah,
I,
they did that.
I'm left-handed.
Yeah, I actually can use both now because when I was younger, I was on a swing in a park and there was sand everywhere, and of course I fell off the swing while it was high and landed on my elbow, and I found the only rock in the whole entire park, and I shattered my elbow. I was in the hospital for like a year. They had to keep breaking it, trying to get it to heal up. Finally, they ended up putting a plate. So I have a little plate in my elbow, and so I had to learn how to use my right hand also. So I can use both. What do they call that? Ambidextrous now.
I'm still
And
searching for Brother Jero's
okay,
photo.
and they make fun of me when I used to go to the range because I would use my right hand, but I'm left eye dominant. But
Uh-huh.
I wouldn't turn the gun to line up the sight. I would turn my head. I would lay my head sideways and do it that way. And they were like, "Well, you're a pretty good shot, so we're not going to make you change the way you're doing it." And I'm like, "Yeah, no, I've been doing this like this all my life."
Here you go. I'm going to show you the scratches of the scars that I bared when something tried to take me out the window when I was, he's dealing with lechuzas and all this.
Yeah,
Brujas, lechuzas. I'm going to share it with you. But I'm just looking through the photos. Whatever I find, I'll share with you. There you go. I was like, I would say I was going to start pre-K, so I was 4.
yeah, and they're
I know it
still
was
there.
first grade. First grade. This is scars that I have where I never went to get stitches, so they heal by themselves.
Yep, I can see them going up towards your head
Yeah, it
on
took a
both
chunk of
sides.
hair. It took chunks off my hair. When luckily the windows from back in the day, the screens were made out of wire, so yeah, I think that's what saved me, or else it would have taken me. I mean, the whole we had a big window, Sister Brenda. It got ripped off. It got shredded.
Wow.
Here's another picture of
What
one of
did
the side.
your parents think about that when that happened like that?
They just wrapped this. My dad was like, "You're not gonna get away from school."
Oh,
My grandmother lived right beside us. They woke her up and she came to put some medicine on me and stuff, and then they wrapped my head up with a freaking t-shirt. And my dad said, "My mom, you're not getting out from going to school. You got to go to school." So they sent me to school with a freaking white t-shirt wrapped around my head, and it was bleeding out.
oh no.
So then they took me to the nurses because they're trying to find out what's the matter with me. So my P coach, uh, Mr. Mendiola, he was a Vietnam vet. He was there because he's the one that took me to the nurse. They wanted to find out what was going on with me. So when they looked, he was like, "Son, what did this to you?" My parents had told me to tell them if they asked about the scratches that a cat did this to me.
No.
So I told them a cat did this to me, and he said, "Bullshit, son. Tell me the truth."
You
You
should have
know.
said, really, it was a cat, a really big one.
So then I told him. He looked at me and I looked down, and he knew I was lying. He's like, "Come on, son, tell me the truth." But I couldn't because if I did, the whooping I was gonna get at home was gonna be worse.
Right?
So couple of like a week later, it was dealing with something that I encountered, but that's a whole different story. I'm just sharing the scars.
Yeah.
The scars I have now, they're still there. Look at it. Sometimes they surface up, sometimes they go away, but then when they show up, see, it took a chunk of my. It goes up into here, into my. It took up my hairline.
Wow.
You see the picture of me when I was a little kid. The spiritual equipped that's got the little Abe.
Yeah.
That's me. You can see. Look at my left side. It took a chunk of my hair.
Mm-mm-mm. That's terrible.
So I just wanted to share this.
Did any of your other siblings, Jack or anybody else like that, did they ever get attacked like that with?
No, I even got scratched on my back. My brother knows. He'll maybe one day we'll talk about it here when he's
Yeah.
off. Yeah, I had already got an attack before too. I just couldn't remember. It was on these bunk beds through the other window where something scratched me on my back and had big scratches on my back. There was a lot of crazy activity where we used to live
Wow.
back home. What is this? I'm just going through the photos and let's see what I find here. We got cocaine World War. Huh. I don't know what I was trying to show here. I'm gonna put this on and you tell me what y'all see here. I guess I cropped this picture or I worked on this picture because there's something here. Let me see what we got here. Maybe y'all can see what's here. I don't know. Let me share
Oh,
share
you were
this.
looking for Joelle's picture. That's what you were doing.
Yeah. So spiritual encrypted encounters is literally about what I've been through in my life and the things that I've captured spiritually. You know,
Yeah.
and that's what it's about. I show the evidence, I show the proof. There's some people say not everything is demonic. There's other things. Look, man, since the age of 3, and I'm 56 now.
Yeah.
I've been fighting spiritually for 53 years of my life, and I'm here to tell you, yeah, I've seen identify flying objects in the air, doing figure eights in the sky. I've seen red orbs. I've seen witches, warlocks, lechuzas, werewolf-like creatures, dogmen, skinwalkers, Bigfoots, uh, goatmen. I've seen, I mean, phantoms, shadow figures, the DDN. I've seen a lot of things, but I know one thing that I've when you see these things that people say that they're something, and you put those spirits to the test, and they disappear or they vanish, and it smells like sulfur, or they leave a pestilent smell,
Yeah.
and when you type and rebuke in Jesus Christ's name, guess what they are?
They are spirits and they disappear.
Demons.
Yep.
Because the only things that flee, just like the legion fled for the man that was possessed, that they didn't want to go back to where they came from. So Jesus Christ casted them in the herd of pigs and the swine.
Yep.
Well, they ran off and they ran off a cliff or something, no?
Yeah. They went into the water anyways and killed themselves. What was the difference? I never understood that. Why they did that.
So yeah, some of these people they get pissed off because uh, to me, I'm talking about my experiences, and I've been fighting all my life
Right.
that there are things either of practice, worship that are dabbling in the dark arts, which brujas, warlocks, when they dabble in the dark arts, or anybody, any practice, bruja, bruja, voodoo, santanistas, and brujeria, Santa Muerte, when they dabble in those things, they're summoning things. So they're coming, it's dark magic, so it's demonic, right?
Yep.
So you talk about and rebuke him in Jesus Christ's name. And that's what I think that right there is for this triggering these people. They know what's out there because they're part of the cult. So they say, well, they'll be crying about this. They have like two viewers on their channel, and they'll be like, uh, uh, people that hashtag demons on everything, they need to stop doing that because there's other things that are out there besides demons. Come on, bro. I've been fighting all my life. I got the marks. I'm battle tested, brother. You know what the F you're talking about. You know who you are.
Yeah.
I got the scars, man. Can they manifest to make this kind of scars? Yeah, they can manifest. If there's somebody, a spiritual opening, these demons have certain authorities. And if somebody within the head of the household is dabbling or something, or they're living in sin, then it's a free entry for them to go into the homes and do the chaos and havoc that they do. They've been trying to take me out all my life, but I'm still here, hanging in strong. Yeah, a lot of these people will be crying, literally be crying about it. Not everything is a demon. Well, show me your proof. Show me your proof that they're not demonic.
Right.
Show me your proof. I got proof. I remember when those big old giant red orbs tried to attack me, and I felt that right there was too much for me to handle spiritually. I probably had the capabilities. I just didn't know then what I could do. All I had to do is type out a big shot, but it felt like to me as big as a war, then I needed more assistance. So that's why I prayed to the Heavenly Father to send His heavenly angels. And as they were trying to close up on me, they were moving real fast. They're coming from each side of me, angling me in the middle of the road. I couple on the Heavenly Father to send His heavenly angels to assist me. Two light orbs came out of the sky, big ones, and they collided with them. When they collided with them, with the red ones dispersed in little particles. Then the light blue ones went back into the heavens.
Wow.
Power of prayer, when you truly have faith in Jesus Christ, works. I'm just here to tell you. You know what your spiritual worth is, and as you grow spiritually, if you follow your spirit will let you know, hey, this is too much. You need to call higher help. Because certain people get triggered because I say, look, it's not about an I thing. I can do this. I can do everything that I've done is through Jesus Christ,
Right.
through the Heavenly Father. It's kind of like, oh boy, man, that was yelling and yelling and yelling. It's like, golly, I'm right here, bro. Maybe he's got problems with his ears. I don't know. I'm a tanker. I know sometimes my wife comes out of him like, shh, you're talking too loud. Yeah, I have tanker ears. Yeah. But just I still got to find the picture. I was going to share something with you. All right,
Yeah.
let me share this. Tell me what you think about this photo. I don't know what it is, so let me share it. I think this is the original. I know it was there. I was looking at it, so I don't remember sharing this. What do y'all see here? Maybe it's nothing. I just see something
Oh.
here, but it could be nothing. So let me continue to see what else. I got another video here. What is this?
I don't know, whatever it is dark. Oh,
Oh, here we go. Here's some more evidence. I don't want those people to get triggered with me. Like he's doing it again. The white
no,
eyes, white eye glow. Same area where the bruja was.
it was running around in the bushes.
Yeah, I heard it too. I heard it moving with my spiritual senses, and I was able to capture. There it is, dark shadow figure with white eyes. You know how I told you the story of how they surrounded me and they had white eyes, glowing white eyes.
Yeah,
People from the cryptic community, like, oh no, he's lying about that story. He's lying. There's no way they had white eyes. Bigfoot and Dogman, they have yellow or red eyes. Well, there you go, white eyes.
yeah.
And it's not okay. They're gonna say, oh, it's a light. Okay, well, I got another picture for you without no light. That is white eyes. Hello, it is. What kind of eyes is that, Sister Brenda?
Oh, wait, you're not playing it. Let me see. Oh, yep, I see him now. I seen him.
What kind of eyes? What color?
White.
Exactly. They're like, this guy is lying. Out there, there's nothing out there with no white eyes. There's got to be the Bigfoots and the Bigfoots and the Bigfoots have yellow eyes, and some of the dogmen have red eyes. Well, there you go, white eyes.
Yeah.
You got to show these people the proof. I don't know where they get their theories from, or if they're really doing an investigation, or they're just trying to make a name for themselves. But here's proof with the white eyes.
Well,
See,
they heard that people seen him with red eyes and yellow eyes, so of course automatically I'm pretty sure that's where he gets that from.
and in my stories, I said that I was surrounded by six of them with white eyes. Right? There's some people are like, "Oh, it's not true. There's nothing out there with white eyes." Well, there you go, white eyes during the night, and white eyes with the light. When we talk about white eyes, what happens to people? What happens to people that they get possessed?
What do you mean what happens to him?
What color is their eyes when they get possessed?
Usually white.
Thank you. So what was running out there? But this is like white eyes.
Yeah. They either get all white or they get all black. So, but if those were black eyes out there running around, you probably wouldn't have seen them. But those were
Yeah.
definitely white.
Okay. Shadow Biker says, "Abe, it's like this. All good spirits don't haunt places, etc." Yeah, all these things surface up to me, man, because they know I want, you know, try my best to maintain my Heavenly Love Foundation. So they target me, they come after me,
Right.
they be waiting for me. Doesn't matter where I go, I can go to any area, and they're around in spirit. I can go to a different location tomorrow where I go, and I'm still going to capture something.
Yeah. And you feel them and you hear them, especially during the day. I mean, you don't see them straight up like that. They just, you hear them. You know they're there. You feel them. The hair on your arms stand up.
That's right, J. Viking. J. Viking says, "Good spirits don't go around hunting houses, land, be it a human diet or diabolic."
Yeah.
That some good spirits do visit if they get permission, usually from a good purpose, yeah, higher purpose, like a guardian angel. You know, they have to. have permission to come and visit.
Hi, Jason.
So let me continue. I'll do this. I'm still trying to find Joel Burgess photo, but I'm finding all these photos here. What's this right here?
You're running across a bunch of photos you haven't looked at in a while.
I think this one it captures both sides. When they come from me, let me see. Let me check it and I'll share it with y'all, so y'all can see how we were surrounded. Okay, check out this one. This from the footage at nighttime. Check it out. This is a better capture. Y'all ready for it? Here we go.
Yep,
You see how fast that
I
is, Sister
did.
Brenda? This is regular time, folks. Regular footage is not slowed down. This is the regular footage of the night.
Yep, I seen them go by, boy. They were quick and in a hurry.
Yeah, that's massive right there, man. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. There's something in that area, something there that I need to go and investigate. My brother went into the woods. He went into this woods. Watch where we captured this. I think there's a path somewhere there that it went into. We need to go investigate. But I don't know if I want to go there. I don't want. I don't need no negative attachments on me.
Right?
So what else we got here? See what this is. Oh, we got the brujita
Oh,
again.
yeah.
Yeah. What did he do right there? He did like a what the hell? He
Yeah.
moved his face.
Yeah.
Never seen that. How he moves the candle. It looked like he moved the candle to cover his face.
Yeah. Well, it had it on there, and then it kind of moved it off a little bit when you see a good angle of the face, and then moves it back.
Wow.
But really, it just made it easier to see.
The people are like, man, what is this guy showing here? Sorry, brother Joel Burgess. I'm trying to find your picture, man. Uh, the bruja. He's not here tonight, but let me see if I can find it. Let me stop sharing that.
He was in here a little bit ago and said hi.
Oh, here's another one. This one's freaked out here, Sister Brenda. You want to check this one out?
Yeah.
You tell me what you think this is. All right, here we go. Let me catch up with the comments. I hope everybody's having a good time here on Spiritual Encrypted Encounters. We try to keep it nice and professional here without saying no, mommy, no, mommy, no.
Right?
Well, here you go. Here's another one. This one's is an eye opener. Check out this one. What it is, I do not know. I'm thinking it's a shapeshifter skinwalker. You'll be the judge. Here we go.
Oh, wow.
Put on your. I don't think you were here that day.
Looked like you're trying to be some kind of a stick man.
Put
Well,
on your magnifying glass and see if you can see it, Sister Brenda. How it looks.
yeah, let me get it. Ah, okay. yeah. What is that thing trying to be?
There's a close up of it right there. Maybe that'll be easier to see.
They looks like bug people. Wow.
There's several things in this picture
Yeah.
because you can see like a something here. There's a hit something here,
Yep.
but it's wearing some kind of garment.
Yep. That's what I was looking at. Because you can even see the hand sticking out of the sleeve,
Does it look like you got like feathers or something?
like a little owl. I see the top of the head kind of, huh? A
Let me see if I
walking
can get
owl
another close up of it. There we go. How
wearing
about that?
wearing clothes,
And
like
it's
some
standing
kind
there.
of a robe or jacket or something. Wow.
Yeah, it's one of the craziest pictures from inside the woods that I caught. It was like standing by a tree. I don't know if I got the original in here, but let me double check. Uh, yeah, there you go. I think there's one further than that. There it is. That's the original photo.
Yeah, it does look a lot clearer when you have it uh,
Close up.
close up. Yeah,
But this is the distance that it was from me.
yeah. I can still see it there.
There it is.
It doesn't look really tall.
I'm thinking that there might be like a Shakespeare skinwalker from that area, or something else. I don't know. Let me see what else we got here. I'm gonna go through some of this, trying to find Brother Joel. Remember this one?
Yep, I remember that one.
Let me see. We get a better picture of it right there. Not too dark.
It was pretty tall.
Yeah, that's in the path of Elm's Grove.
Yep.
But let me get to, since it's Bruja Friday. Let me get to Brother Joel's photo. Been trying to look for it. Though 70 vultures dropping dead on the campus.
What? Where? What? How?
Oh, shifter skinwalkers, they also can manifest into anything.
Yep.
DDN can manifest into anything. Let me see if I can find more pictures. Well, let me show you the path of Elm's Grove where I might have my encounter. Are you able to see something guarding the path right there? And it's freaking huge. There you go. Here's the original picture, folks. There it is. Where the things happened to me in Elm's Grove was way over here in this opening here. The creek is this ways, but I was in this spot way over here when I turned around and they were standing all along this path.
Yep.
You see this big one right here. How tall is that to you, Sister Brenda?
Well, that's probably about 12 foot tall. Maybe.
Yeah. So imagine seeing something like that looking down at you.
Yeah, no thanks.
at, at 3 in the morning when your sister sends you on a mission because there's a woman yelling for help. Then you go in there and you got the bat in your hand, and I'm going in there without no flashlight in the pitch dark because there's like a, you see how these trees are? It's like a canopy.
Yep.
So it's like a tunnel because the trees overlap each other. So it's pure pitch dark. You go up in here and the tree, the leaves are falling off, and you're able to see across where Sister Brenda used to work, the
Yep.
club. What was the name of the club used to work at?
Oh God, it's changed names so many times.
Yeah, but at that time I think it was called Club 190. No, not Club 190. Uh, Man, I can't remember.
I can't remember what it was either. I know that
So
every time they closed it and reopened it, somebody got stabbed or shot or something. So they would
yeah,
close it down and then they would cycle it through hands of the family because the family that owned that, they also owned the Bunny Club, the strip joint that was over there, and there was two of them side by side. I think it was like Chicks and the Bunny Club over there by where Starlight Station was, and but they also owned that too. They just
wow.
put it in other people's hands, like other family members, to reopen it, and it was always bad. But they were also, and I used to work for the man when I used to work the door. Um, they were also what we used to consider the Syrian mafia.
Yeah,
So they weren't.
they were drug affiliated.
Yep, they sure were. I went next door to Chicks one night to go and get a case of beer, and I lifted up the wrong case that was sitting on a barrel, and boy, that barrel was full. And I was like, "Oh man, I did not see that." I put it back down and got a different case, and I was like, "Wow." So yeah, they were into some bad stuff.
Yep.
Not so much anymore. Seeing the elder, he passed away. So
I'll be right back, Sister Brenda.
okay, I am going to do the same thing when he comes back. Yeah, Lauren, it did kind of look like it had some wings back there, but it's hard for me to see. I got my sturdy magnifying glass over here. I'm blind. And my dog is over here snoring his head off again. Must be nice to be able to sleep that good. Oh, on Andreas and Buddha, are you guys still in the chat? Buddha, are you still here or did you fall asleep? Oh, okay. Hi, Buddha. Now, now I think Abe. I think it's my turn. I will be right back.
Okay.
All right.
I'm trying to find Brother Joel's photo. Hopefully, I can find it soon. Here's another picture. I want to share you. So we're talking about Brujas. I think this is the one that might have been the one in that area where I captured moving. How you doing, brother Buddha? So I'm going to share this real quick. Here's another photo. Make this bigger for y'all. There she is right there on the right side. Right here. And possibly something else beside her, but here she is right here. All black. You know, when they say, someone say, oh, it looks like a nun, where she is. All black, and here's her face. And this is caught during the day. Let me see, I'll get a closer picture of her. This is the original picture. So there she is standing in the woods. Possibly something else right here beside her. There she is. See if there's any other photo. Oh, there's Brother Joel's Burgess. I found it. The Bruja. Let me see if I get a. But let me share this Bruja first. Here's her face. Close up. There's a close up of her face. There's a close up of her face, brothers and sisters. Here on Spiritual Encrypted Encounters, where we go strong all night long. Yeah, my wife gonna have me doing all kinds of things in the morning. Look at her face. I'm thinking that's the same one. This one is the same one that I captured in nighttime. Yeah, let me. That's a close up of the face, but I believe is a bruja, uh, a witch. Let me see if I can get a better. There you go. There she is. What's this right here? Uh, I guess trying to work on the face of the thing beside her. There you go. There she is. All black, just like the picture of the one that's dancing. What's this? Remember the one dancing? Her face. If you look at that photo and the face, the one dancing kind of looks the same. Kinda. Let's see. See? You just remember this face, and we'll go to this face. There we go. This is Brother Joel's photo, original photo of the witch from the UK. He sent me a short reel of his dog, and as he was moving the footage, I seen something, So I looked, and then here she is right here, standing in the middle of the woods. So what I'm gonna do right now is go search for her. Got a closer look of her. See, I can share it. Oh, by the way, we do have some merchandise, spiritual encrypted encounters merchandise. There you go. And there's a shirt right there of it. Let me share that merch. It's under my friend Corey Stevenson under Redcon One. Spiritual Encrypted Encounters. I got me a shirt and a hoodie. They sell the hoods. Hoods are a little bit expensive, but they're real thick. They're real good. I'm just showing this a quick glance, so I'm gonna go search for this. A closer look of the witch. There's Brother Joel's. Uh,
Okay, I'm back.
so since here's another witch.
Oh, you found another witch?
Yeah, let me share this one. Remember her? Can y'all see her?
Oh, yeah, I remember her. She's sitting down there underneath that big old tree limb. She has a brim hat on. I remember her.
Who's got the good eye to see?
She's even got straggly hair.
Let's see. There's another image of her. There she is. A lot of activity in this photo. That looks as like there's something here on standing, and there's the face. Kind of looks like a what people call a dog man or a werewolf
Yeah, I was gonna say it looks kind of wolfy.
right here. You see it?
Yep,
And there's the bruja.
yep.
See, I take a different look. Oh, there's a picture of the Wendigo.
Whoa,
Can you spot him? Is the question.
this glass. Yep, I sure can. There he is. He has a pointed hat on too, doesn't he?
I do not know. All I know it's huge.
Yeah, he is. He's pretty big.
See what else we got here. There he is. Which is better, this one? This one?
That one's good. I think the other, the second one, yeah, that one. Yeah, look at
Wendigo.
it. He just sitting there, just looking at you.
Hell yeah, it was looking at me. Aren't they crazy?
Yep. Wow.
Yeah, man. There's a we show all kinds of things here, brother and sisters. I have all kinds of pictures, videos, short reels, spiritual encrypted encounters. I have a spiritual encrypted encounters on Facebook, original, where I started. Normally I started at positive spiritualist, but then I kind of got permanently deleted because this Bigfoot believers and all this other because I bring the spiritual aspect out of it, they didn't like it, and they came at me. You know, they permanently deleted my Facebook account, but here I am on. I never gave up. The Heavenly Father told them, keep on going, keep on going. You know, and I'm not a quitter, so I just follow my spiritual orders, and here I am, sharing all this evidence that people didn't want nobody to see because they wanted to keep their agenda of what they want you to believe. They don't want
Right.
you. They don't want to hear the spiritual aspect of things.
Yeah, and other than like, Joelle or somebody from the chat send you pictures that they took, all of this is taken by you. This is not stuff that you find on
Yeah.
the internet that you can say, well, look at this. This is all your own footage.
Yes. And here I am trying to figure out. Yeah, this is huge, man. This is very tall compared to me. Very short compared to its height.
Yeah, he's pretty tall, that one there. 'Cause that's a big guy. Hey, it could be Haggard from Harry Potter.
Okay,
He's
let's see what else is in here. I don't even know what's in here. The hell is
get
this?
my magnifying glass. Oh, that's you.
Yeah, you seen the black that was around my face? Like
Yeah,
they were trying
down
to
there by
attack
your
me.
chin. Yep.
They were trying to attack me in the woods. Black goo, unclean spirits, or black. There it is. What do they target, brothers and sisters? They target your ears, your eyes, your mouth,
Nose, your
and your
mouth.
nasal,
Yep.
because they're trying to find a spiritual opening to attack. So look where the black is: the ear, the mouth,
Yep. By
nose,
between your nose and your mouth. I mean, your
tear
nose and
duct,
your eye. Yep.
because it's trying to find a spiritual opening in. I'm just getting. But luckily, I was wearing my protection around my neck. But even with the protection around my neck, it was trying to find a way in. My senses were going crazy there, Sister Brenda. Look at my eyes.
Yeah.
I'm looking like, no, mommy, no, mommy, no. No, that's a lot, Mike. You're listening, Corner the Cob. That's the last thing you want to say, man, when you're out there investigating. That's why I call bullshit on your investigations. You gotta sense what's around you. I'm out there in the middle of Timbuktu in the woods. Yeah, it's during there, but I'm by myself and I'm catching things, and I'm in there and I'm praying within myself. Trust me, I'm praying the Our Father in this picture within myself, and of course I have to pray sometimes. Okay, let's go a little bit. Okay, it's the bruja, bruja. There's a bigger picture of the bruja.
Yeah. Distance everything that's around her.
Uh, I'll keep the picture there real quick. Let me take Rebel outside. I think he needs to go pee.
Okay.
Rebel, hurry up.
What are you guys talking about in the chat? I look up and see Indians have the middle dot. I usually say Indians, dot, not feather. Some serious shit. Okay.
Alrighty, folks, I'm back. I'm back. Sorry about that.
Yeah, my dogs are just
Here's
getting their
another.
treats.
Yeah, some of the pictures are a little bit crazy, but
Yeah.
like this one, something there. I couldn't see it physically, but there's something there. So I kind of chopped that up so you can see But let me go. Let me see if I can find. There she is. Found her. This is the Joel Burgess's Bruja from the UK.
Yeah, the dog spotted it.
Here she is, folks. Found her. There might be more than one here. This is what I was noticing last time, Sister Brenda. That I think there's two Brujas here actually.
Oh,
Because you
let's
see
see.
the face of this one here.
Yeah.
Then down here, there's another face.
Oh,
I
there
think there might be more
is.
than one. He's got the pointy nose as
Yes.
this one. Two
Yep.
of them.
And up
Two
behind
Brujas.
her head, what is that? Yeah,
Something else here,
right there.
taller than them. Probably, I don't know. It's huge. There's a
Um,
lot of things here in this picture.
yeah.
It looks like something else here. One, two, three, and something big up here. It's
Oh,
looking.
wow.
It was looking. See,
Yeah.
this is from Brother Joel Burgess. He sent me a video of his dog, and I seen some movement over there. Well, seen something standing, and I debunked the video, and that's what I captured. So this bruja is from the UK. What's their term from the United Kingdom? What do they call them? Just witches?
I don't. I heard Joel called it something else before, but I don't remember what he said.
Yeah. But in saying that, we're fixing to hit the 3 hour marker, folks,
Yes, we are.
and I think I'm gonna call it a morning.
Yeah. There
Uh,
you
Sister Brenda, is there something you'd like to say to the audience? I hope everybody enjoyed this 3 hour live. And I
go.
still
Yeah.
have a lot of more footage, you know.
Well, and you got many days left. But
Or you fixing to
yeah,
take get some rest?
I'm gonna eat a little something. Yeah, and then I'm gonna go to sleep. I don't have a show until 8 o'clock tomorrow or tonight, so maybe I can get some good sleep. We'll see. But uh, with that, I'm going to say good night. God bless. Thanks for having me come up.
No problem.
And everybody in the chat, please hit that like button before you leave. So and corn on the cob, you can be nice and hit the like button too. I mean, you might as well do something. Or is your finger
You-
broken too? Does mommy need to pick your hand up and put it on?
I mean, you want to address something to him, you know, maybe you can give him some advice.
Stop being a douche canoe. That's what I'm gonna say.
There you go.
But all
So,
right, guys. Well, good night, and everybody take care, and we will see you next time.
all right.
Good
Good night,
night,
Sister
X.
Brenda. There you go, folks. I hope you enjoyed tonight's show. Yeah, there was four in there, Lorraine Mills, several. Yeah, he sent me a video of he showed me his dog, one of his dogs that passed away. I was telling him to try to stay away. He likes to go hunting and stuff like that, and he was catching all kinds of activity. He was finding certain locations there where somebody had burnt some stuff, like did some kind of ritual, and I told him he needs to stay away from the area because there could be negative attachments. And he's been staying out of there, but yeah, he captured that off of a short reel that he sent me of his dog. I seen it and I took a screenshot of it. But anyways, I just want to thank everybody that's here. I don't know if I'm going to be doing a show tomorrow, but we'll see. In saying that, God bless every single one of y'all. Love, light, and blessings. Happy holidays for spiritual encrypted encounters. Uh, Good night, everybody. God bless you. This is Brother Apsia signing off from Spiritual Encrypted Encounters.